Welcome everyone to the complete machine learning project course. We are going to create machine learning project for Amazon review sentiment analysis. Using our data set, we are going to find sentiment of reviews, whether the review can be positive, negative or neutral. So this course consists of 3 modules. In the first module, we are going to discuss about how to import the data set and how to import the packages required for our project. In the second class, we are going to use our model for finding the sentiment of Amazon reviews. In the third module, we are going to discuss about finding the accuracy of our sentiment reviews. So this course is very useful for the students who are trying to create sentiment machine learning project course for the first time. So let's get started. Welcome everyone to the first class. In today's class, we are going to discuss our machine learning project, Amazon Review Sentiment Analysis. For that, we are going to use this CSV file. So this CSV file will be provided in the description or in the resource section. So you have to open this CSV file. So in the CSV file, you can see the columns like reviewer name and then overall ratings, 5-star or 4-star, and then reviewer text. So you can see the comments of your product and then time, date, difference and other columns. We are going to analyze this CSV file and then we are going to find the sentiment analysis. So you have to download this CSV file from the description and then you have to use this CSV file for your project. I'm going to open this folder with VS Code. You can use any other IDE for your own project. I'm going to use VS Code. So after opening your VS Code, you need to install the important extensions. So for the important extensions like Jupyter package, so you need to install the Jupyter. For that you have to type Jupyter. So you have to press enter and then you can see the Jupyter extension. So you have to open that and then you have to install this extension for your VS Code. So after that you need to install the Python. So for running our machine learning project, we need Python. For that only you have to install this. So you can see install, already installed. And then you have to type the name of your file. I'm going to type Amazon dot format will be IPYNB. IPYNB is nothing but Jupyter extension. So you have to wait for the loading process. So after the loading is completed, you need to select your kernel. So kernel is nothing but Python environment. So you need to select your Python environment. I'm going to select 3.9. So first we are going to import the pandas package. So panda is very useful for reading our CSV file. For that only we need to import the pandas. So after that we are going to import the second package, that is natural language toolkit. So for the natural language processing you need to install this package. So you have to type sentiment.vadar. Import sentiment intensity analyzer. From using that algorithm, sentiment intensity analyzer algorithm, we can find the sentiments of our Amazon review. And then you have to type sentiments equal to sentiment intensity analyzer off. Off creates the object. And then you have to read your CSV file. For that we are going to use pandas pd.read CSV. So you need to type CSV off. Inside that you have to type the file name Amazon reviews.csv. So from this CSV file we are going to find the sentiment intensity analyzer. And then we are going to print top 10 values. For that you have to use head function. So head will provide top values, tail will provide bottom values. So pandas is for reading the CSV file. So natural language toolkit for finding the sentiment intensity analyzers. So this algorithm is very useful for finding the sentiment like positive, negative or neutral. So you need to run the code. So if you have any problems or any other errors, you need to install those packages. So for installing that packages, you need to type pip install and then package name. You need to install the Vadar icon. So that's why in the previous we have errors. So after that you need to run the code again. So you can see there are no errors. Our package is successfully imported. And also you can see the columns in your CSV file. So reviewer name, reviewer text, day, positive, and then reviewer time. So these are all the columns present in your CSV file. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to import the packages for our project. Welcome everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to analyze our dataset, how to remove the null values, how to check for the null values. For that, we are going to discuss about the first thing you need to find the null values in your CSV file. So for that, you need to type this code data.isNull of dot sum of. So this will find any null values present in your dataset and then count of those null values. So you can see there are two null values present in the columns like reviewer name and then reviewer text. So you need to remove those null values from your CSV file. For that, we are going to create the variable data equal to data dot dropNow function. You need to use dropNow. So dropNow is nothing but removing the null values. So you need to run the code again. Before that, I'm going to change the location of the code. So you have to paste the code above the print function and then you can run your code. So dropNow is very useful for dropping the null values. So you have to run the code. So you can see now there are no null values present in your dataset. Then you can proceed your sentiment intensity analysis. If you want to find the statistical or numerical values for your CSV file, you can use describe function. So describe is very useful for finding the statistical value of your CSV file. So I'm going to comment those upper values and then you have to run the code. So you can see the statistical values for your CSV file. You can see the count, mean, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, 25%, 50%, 75%. So you can analyze those values. So if you want to find the statistical value, you have to use the code describe. Welcome everyone. In today's class, we are going to find the sentiment of our Amazon review CSV file. So sentiments like positive, negative and then neutral using the sentiment intensity analyzer algorithm. So we are going to use the variable sentiments equal to sentiment intensity analyzer of. So this is the algorithm. So and then you have to use the column positive. We are going to create a new column positive. And then we are going to use the sentiments dot polarity score. Polarity score is nothing but it will find the polarity of your reviews. Like the first review is the positive review, second review is the negative, third one is the neutral. For finding those positive, negative and neutral, you have to use polarity score. And then you have to check the values from the reviewer text. So from the reviewer text, we can find whether it is positive or negative. For that only inside the bracket, you have to type the column reviewer text. So you have to type the column name review text. So after that, we are going to create the values for the negative and the neutral. So you need to close the bracket. So after that, we are going to create the second column, that is negative. So negative equal to, again we are using the sentiment intensity analyzer, dot polarity score for finding the negative statements of I, iterating the values from each reviewer text, finding the negative values for I in data. The column will be review text. Each column will be analyzed one by one, whether the first column is negative or not, whether the second column is negative or not, whether the third column is negative or not. Based on those, it will check all the columns whether the column is negative or not. For that only we are iterating each column, and then we are going to create a new third column, that is neutral. We are using the same sentiments dot polarity score for finding the polarity of neutral values, and then I for iterating the negative, neutral, and then positive, whether it is positive, neutral, or negative. So you have to type for I in data, data of column name, that is review text. So each column will be analyzed whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. And then we are going to print the data, hit top 10 values. So using the sentiment intensity analyzer, we can find the sentiments of our text, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. So sentiment intensity analyzer uses the module polarity score for finding those positive, negative, and neutral. So you have to run the code. So you can see that 3 new columns are generated in your output CSV file. So you can see the 3 new columns like positive, negative, and neutral. So you can see the percentage of each values. So mostly in the first column 0.925, that is 92%, the first text is neutral one. So most of the values are neutral because neutral contains both positive statement and negative statement in one sentence. For example, the cost is high, but I like this product. So the cost is high is a negative statement, but I like this product, it is a positive statement. For that only, this statement will be considered as neutral statement. So for negative statement, I don't like this product. For positive statement, I like this product. If two positive and negative in the same sentence, it will be considered as neutral. So that's why most of the columns are neutral value. Welcome everyone to the final class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to find the accuracy for our polarity scores. So the polarities like positive, negative, and neutral. For each, we are going to find the accuracy. So for that, we are going to create the values like x, y, z. So x is for the positive, y is for the negative, and z for the neutral. So you have to type x equal to sum of data of the column positive. So you need to type positive, and then y for the negative, and then z for the neutral. So you have to type sum of data of neutral. The column is neutral. So after that, we are going to print those values for finding our accuracy. So you need to print the x, y, z. So in that, you can type your own value names, positive x, and then print of negative will be y, and then neutral, you have to print those neutral will be z. So that's it. Using those, we can find our accuracy. So you have to save the file and then run the file. So in the output you can see the accurate values of each polarity scores. So you can see mostly the neutral is larger than positive and negative, because 3927 is larger than 765 and 219. So our project is, so the sentiment of our Amazon review is nothing but a neutral one. So using the sentiment intensity analyzer, you can find the sentiment of any reviews. So you can use sentiment intensity for finding the sentiment projects. In the first class, we have discussed about how to import the packages and how to import the data set. So in the second class, we have discussed about how to analyze the data set. First, you have to find any null values present in the data set, and then you have to drop those null values. And then we have discussed about how to find the statistical numerical value for our CSV file columns. And then we have discussed about how to find the sentiments of our CSV file using the polarity score module. So we can find negative, neutral and positive. So based on those, the neutral value is more than positive and negative. At last, we have predicted our accuracy of our sentiment. So neutral is more than positive and negative. So our project sentiment is nothing but a neutral one. So hope you learned something from this course. If you learned something from this course, please put positive review in the comment section. So let's see you in the next course taught by me.